And there's the concrete slab, all complete. Okay, here we are later in the afternoon, and it's set up to a point now where we can get the power trowel on the concrete, and this is what gives it a smooth finish in the end. It's a gasoline powered trowel. It's got 4 blades on it that spin at a moderate speed there, and it's just like running a buffer on a linoleum floor. Push down and it goes to the right, and you lift up on the handle and it goes to the left. A little bit of water here and there. All in all, it took 21 hours to finish off the slab because the concrete was so wet, and the cool weather that we had, which was around 40-45 degrees, didn't help it set up any quicker. So we were there from 9 a.m. one morning to 5 a.m. the next morning. And it turned out pretty nice. All the anchor bolts are in place, so I have to be careful with the trowel not to bump into them and bend them and screw up the threads. You can rent those power trowels down at MJ Rentals for $50 a day, and they were worth every penny of it. Alright, this is Sunday morning, September 15th. There's the finished product. After about a week's time, the concrete was cured, and we came back up and put a sealer on it. A shellac type sealer. You pour it on in liquid form and just spread it around with a broom, and it helps seal the concrete up, make it last longer. Okay, here we have another view of the slab. Little extra foam left over. Okay, here we are. This is springtime. It's Saturday, March 16th, and Dave and Roberta have brought their Kubota out to help us find the slab. What we did is we poured the slab in the fall, and we let it sit all winter, let the snow build up on top of it to insulate it from the extremely cold air temperatures. And then when we were ready to build in the springtime, we arranged for Dave and Roberta to bring their Kubota out their brand new snowblower on it and clean it off for us, which was a big help. This is the spring of 1985, and the winter of 1984-85 was a heck of a winter. We ended up getting over 100 inches of snowfall. Right now the slab has about 4 feet of snow on it, accumulation from the entire winter. We let the snow build up on the slab rather than keep it cleared off, because the snow insulates the ground. Therefore the frost doesn't go so deep. So we picked a weekend that Dave and Roberta had free, and they brought the Kubota out and gave us a helping hand in clearing it off. A lot of snow built up this year. There's the driveway down to where the slab should be, underneath 4 feet of snow. Now what I've done is I've gone out on the slab and I've dug out all the plumbing stubs right there where the shovel is. That's where most of them are, so that when they get out on the slab with the snowblower, they're not going to chew them up. There's a good example of how much snow there is. Nice clear spring day. Okay, there's Roberta on the right, and Dave is starting to clear off the slab a little bit. So much snow it's bogging the blower down. There's a good view of exactly how much snow there really is. Snowblower really throws that snow down the hill. There's a shovel off to the right there marking the back corner of the slab. There we go. That's so that Dave knows where to stop before he runs into the anchor bolts along the edge of the slab. Okay, here it is mostly cleared off. Roberta's on the tractor now, working around a lot of the stubs here. Dave's trying to find the edge of the slab and the anchor bolts there. There, they're showing up. Alright, there's the job all finished, or pretty near finished. And Dave jumps on the tractor for all the credit. But there's the person who deserves most of the credit for clearing the slab. Okay, here we are. This is Tuesday, March 26th. We started building yesterday, Monday, March 25th, and all the materials were dropped off on Friday. Took 3 truckloads of materials for all the framing lumber. And here we are, we're ready to roll. Right now we have 2 walls standing and a 3rd wall is built, laying down on the slab and ready to be stood up. It's Pete cooling off in the snow. Okay, here we are a little later on Tuesday, end of the day, just about. We have a couple more walls standing. The 4th wall of the bottom floor is laying down on the slab right there. There's all the materials that were dropped off. It's Darren Lewis on the right. They're trying to square the wall up before we sheet it. We sheet all the walls before we stand them up. And that's Walt Holmes on the left. And that wall's just about ready to be sheeted. Back wall of the garage. Okay, here's the 4th wall being stood up. That's what you call a 2x4 jack. That's how we stand the walls up. Takes 2 people, usually, on a good sized wall. Darren Lewis on the other end. Works real similar to a bumper jack for an automobile. And you put a plywood plate on the bottom of it and sink some nails through the plywood and try and get them to grab into the concrete. Works fairly well. Okay, here's the end of the day. This is Tuesday. And we got the fourth wall stood up and an interior wall built there. Everything's rolling pretty smooth. Door on Lewis. Okay, here we are. This is Friday morning, March 29th, 10 a.m. We've got all the floor joists on. Weather's been real good for us. Been real productive. Got both garage doors framed in. And today will be spent skinning the second floor. There's the cantilever for the second floor. There'll be a 4-foot cantilever all along the front of the house there. Okay, here's a view from the downhill side of the house. Same morning, same time. It's a little cool in the mornings. Things get going kind of slow, but as soon as you start moving around and hammering nails, you warm up pretty quick. A rather large glue lamp beam that we put in for support. Stack of plywood up on the second floor. Started skinning the second floor. Sheeting, I guess you'd say. Okay, here we are working on the upper floor, putting nailers in. Walt and John up on top and Darren Lewis down below. He's putting a brace in, trying to push the upper part of that wall in just a bit. True it up. Somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. view from up top. Okay, here we are, Saturday, March 30th, and it's a cold day, and we came up to have a picnic with some friends and put in the stairs, and as you can see, they're coming to completion. Weather was getting real cold to a point where the job had to be shut down. Saturday was the last day of 6 days of work. This is how far we've gotten in 6 days. And we shut the job down for a few weeks at this point because of the weather. Eli Holmes. Okay, here we are up on top, still working on the steps, putting the last few in. Dog is bound and determined to get up on top. It's about 10 degrees out. Pretty chilly. A little breeze blowing. And there we go. The first floor is up. Okay, here we are. This is May 16th. And the second floor has been all framed up in the last 4 days. Trusses are being delivered by OK Lumber. They have a boom truck and they're just picking them up and setting them right on top for us. That's 2/3 of the trusses right there. That's Walt Holmes standing on top of the wall there. Okay, here he is dropping them right on top of the top wall. Gonna set them right on the top plate, right in position. They'll be stacked up like this, and we'll then spread them out when we're ready to set them in place. It's kind of a slow process. There you see the scissor trusses laying on the ground. That's the other third of the trusses that need to be set up on top. Got a lot of weight there, and that bundle of trusses could knock Walt off of there real easy. It's kind of a tedious process. go, finally. And they are delivered. And here we go with the bundle of scissor trusses. These are the trusses that went over the living and dining room area. They give you a cathedral ceiling effect. You can see there how they're constructed. There's a good view. Some big trusses. They're 36 feet across. It's a 12-2 pitch. The entire set of trusses cost $2,200, including delivery. They were made by OK Lumber Company. Gonna set them in place just in the same manner that we did the other bundle of trusses on the other end of the house, where they're gonna be located. Okay, while the boom truck was there, we had him boom up the bundle of roof sheeting that we had laying there, and he put it right on the second floor for us. Saved us a lot of work and having to haul it upstairs. So he hoisted it up right over the second floor wall and put it right down on the floor of the second floor. And here it goes, up and over the wall. That's Al Chrisman up trying to control the bundle of plywood. That's half-inch plywood sheeting that we're going to use on the roof. And there she goes. Okay, here we are. This is next day, and we have all the trusses spread out, ready to stand up. Have both ends are standing, ready to put the roof on the house. a lot of bracing upstairs in order to keep the walls plumb. And there's a catwalk built down the middle of the upstairs for the person in the middle standing the trusses up. There you can see the catwalk. And all the trusses are laid out in order. The view to the west, on around, almost to the north there. This is in May and there's still lots of snow left. And here's the inside of the upstairs. There'll be a door there out to a deck. And here's all the bracing that we had set up. Not much to see right now, just a lot of wood. And here we are, setting the trusses. That's the scissor trusses on that end. There, they're all laid out. That's Brian Chrisman, two of the guys that were helping with the upstairs framing. The downstairs was framed up by Walt Holmes, myself, and Darren Lewis for help. And the upstairs was put together about a month later by Brian and Alan Chrisman and Walt Holmes and myself. Getting a little crazy there. Okay, here goes the next truss. It's a good view there of the scissor trusses, and here's the first standard truss. It's flat across the bottom, whereas the scissor trusses have the raised bottom. There we are, centering the truss. And there's a look down the driveway. And there's the house with all the trusses stood in place. The roof is ready to be sheeted. This is May 17th. And here's the gable ends, cantilever. And here we are putting the fascia boards on the ends of the trusses. It's kind of a tricky procedure there. You're out hanging over the ground with nothing below you. The trickiest ones were those end ones there. And it's coming together. Got a board stuck in between the trusses there for support to stand on. As you can see, Al is climbing up the ladder, but the ladder is on a piece of plywood and the plywood is on top of sawhorses. So he's in a precarious position there. Quite a ways off the ground there also, I must say. Okay, here we have the roof sheeted, laying down the tar paper. Everything's rolling along. And just as we get the roof on, it looks like it's clouding up to rain a little bit. And the long pipe up there is for the electrical service. That's Walt Holmes there putting it together. Just as we get the tar paper down, he's about ready to drop it through the roof. That's a piece of 2-inch steel conduit that will run up the outside of the house and through the end of the gable roof there. And it'll be where the electrical service comes in to the house. Okay, here we go. There goes the pipe. There's a hole in the roof already. We stand it up and pass it right on down to the service box down below. And everything turns out just right. Okay, here we are. This is June 28th, and George, Pat, and David Faree are out delivering a water heater. And we will conduct a tour here of the house. There's some unfinished electrical wiring needs to be taken care of. That's the circuit breaker panel box. This culminates 2 weeks of pretty intensive work by Colonel Faree and Pat Faree and Bobby Sturl and John and Diane. And what we got done was we insulated the entire house. I think Pat and Diane did most of that. And we wired the entire house. We put up all the interior walls. And what else? Put in 2 garage doors and a front door. And as you can see here, we're in the living room and dining room. Everything's insulated. We vapor barriered the ceiling and strapped it with 2x4s, as you can see. That's the chimney from downstairs, the kitchen with its raised floor, looking up toward the bathroom. Okay. There goes George. George is, we're gonna go up the step and head into the master bedroom to the right. And this is the master bedroom. 3 windows, 2 on the south wall and 1 on the west. All the ceilings are strapped with 2x4s. Everything's got 2 layers of 3.5-inch insulation, so the walls actually have 7 inches of fiberglass. It's a small closet, larger walk-in closet. You can't see them very good in this video tour. Not much light yet. There's only a couple of lights wired in the whole place, and we have it boarded up because everybody's taken off. There's the bathroom. And then into what Diane calls the sew room, or the second bedroom. And back out toward the front room. Living and dining room. That'll be a door there out onto a deck. And the picture window off to the left. Down toward the front door. Can't find something. Looking for a screwdriver. Here we have the garage again. Putting away all the tools for the time being. It's a double garage, 28 feet deep by 21 feet wide. And here we go up the driveway. It's been a little wet and rainy. And that's a view down toward North Pole. It's looking south. And as we zoom in, you'll be able to see the mountains of the Alaska Range faintly. There they are. It's a little cloudy today. And there's my 1,250 gallon septic tank and a 500 gallon fuel tank. There's the house. I also got it shingled. Put 2 plumbing vents through the roof. You can see them sticking up out of the shingles there. Color's called Timber Blend. Color of the shingles. We've got 4-foot eaves all the way around. George's El Camino, which he no longer owns. View toward the front door there. Some of the scraps that are left over from the building project. Most of the building materials are been eaten up by the building. There's the 4-foot cantilever with the bay window. And a view down the hill. That'd be looking west. And we'll pan around toward the driveway. Up over the hill there. The garage doors are 9 feet wide by 8 feet high. Garage ceiling is 9.5 feet high. We'll pan around the garage one more time. Okay, here we are. This is December 18th, 1985. Temperature is about 15 above, 20 above. And there's not much snow on the ground, as you can see. shot of the front door and garage doors. The house is completely sheetrocked inside, upstairs. There's heat and water and sewer is all stubbed in. All the electrical's finished. View back down the driveway. Tananaw Valley. It's the neighbor's house. Out west. Okay, here's the view out west toward Fairbanks. Zoomed in awfully close there. And as we pan back, we get a view of the house a little bit. Here we go down the driveway. Another shot of the house. Okay, here it is from downhill. There's what the bay window ended up looking like. Has a curved roof on it. The roof will get shingles at warmer weather. Right now there's just foam blocks with visqueen where the glass is going to go. Now out in front of the house there is a 2,000-gallon buried water tank. You can barely see the stubs. It's the old truck up toward the driveway again. Four-foot eaves all the way around. Now here's the two shorter stubs on the right there are a fuel tank, and the two taller ones on the left are the septic tank. It's kind of deceiving. The septic system runs out behind the fuel tank, and that's the end of the leach field there. And the two stubs in front there, those are the water tank. One's a vent and one's a filler spout. And there'll be eventually a deck out front. Walk up to the front door and we'll go in and take a tour. And that's looking upstairs. There's been a little more sheetrocking done upstairs. Most of the concentrated effort has been upstairs, because that's where we'll have to move into. Leave the downstairs neglected for less busy times. Here's the garage. It's got a vapor barrier up. There's my workbench. And it's got heat. That's a unit heater. Zone off my boiler. And we'll walk back and get a view of the boiler room, which is right there. See the chimney going up. There's a couple of zones plumbed in. There's my boiler. It's a 84,000 BTU boiler, hot water based boiler. And there's two zones extending there. There's my water pump with a couple of inline filters. And the water heater. It's a smoke detector that's been bagged up for periods of time when I have to do my soldering, so that it doesn't sound off every time I hit the torch. view back toward the garage doors. And we'll go over into the laundry room. There'll be a closet right there eventually. And as we turn and look into the laundry room, you can see where the toilet's going to go. There'll be a sink right next to it and a washing machine over on the right there. And on that side there'll be a dryer. And we get back into this room, and this will be the sauna and the hot tub area. There we go. Turn the light on, and the sun will be over in that corner. That's behind the utility room. Okay, here we are looking back in the same room. We're looking underneath the stairs. That's where the hot tub will eventually go. There's an area underneath the stairs for any mechanical that's needed. Looking back toward the front door. Okay, and we'll go on upstairs. Okay, as we come up to the top of the steps, we see the false wall, the stub wall for the kitchen, looking into the dining room there. And over into the living room. Still a little bit of sheetrocking to do, but not much. Looking down the steps there. The kitchen will be 2 steps up above the living and dining room. And there's the bay window. That beam will be exposed up on top. And up toward the bedroom, you can see them a little better this time that we got light in. There's a pantry off the kitchen. And we'll look down the steps from the kitchen to the front door. And we'll go into the master bedroom. All the taping and putting has been done by Diane. There's a zone, one zone of heat in this bedroom. And here's the walk-in closet. Turn the light on. And the smaller closet over on the right. Pan back toward the door. There's looking from the other end of the room. And back into the kitchen. And we'll come around to the right here and see the second bedroom. 2 good-sized windows in there. There's another zone of heat. It's actually the same zone, just continued through this bedroom. Nice big closet. And it's the linen closet in the hallway, excuse me. And come into the bathroom. Not much has been done in here. Out into the living room, you can see the vaulted ceiling there. A little bit. Here's the kitchen. Chimney goes up through there. There we go.
Well, hello there. Are we having fun yet? And you can run that and hold Nicholas.
He's getting ready to fuss, though.
Oh, that'll be good sound effects if you do that.
This is
Would John take that long cord off of that set?
This is the 26th of July, and we're painting the house. Got an airless spray painter going. They got the windows all taped up, everything ready to go. Make this fast now. This kid's getting cranky over here.
He says that you're doing too many things at one time.
Got the bottom half done. It goes pretty
Diane's
fast.
got Nicholas in the snuggly on the front of her, and she's got about 40 foot of cord rolled up in her hand, and she's holding Nicholas's head with the same hand, and she's taking the video with the other hand, and Nicholas thinks he's being neglected. It's a little windy for him, too, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, we're going to turn this off and take...
Okay, John is still painting on his house. He's working on the west side, and his hose from the airless paint spray barely reaches to the top. Can't quite see the airless spray, it's behind the flower pots. He's just finished the north side, and now we're about 3/4 finished with the west side. And he's more interested in getting on camera than he is in painting. Ah, he's going to shut it off and move some equipment.
Now that you got the video going, we can take a break.
Yeah, break time.
I gotta step back and look at it.
It looks good.
Clean off my glass.
For the fact that I haven't rolled.
You don't have an old pair of glasses.
Check that out.
I haven't rolled that side one time, John. So you know it.
Well, it's sure gonna help the plywood, because their plywood really
Yeah.
it was starting to...
We have a supervisor on the job here.
Yeah, all right.
There she is. Yeah, she says everything's going all right. And
Oh, so
I think she likes it.
What's this?
That set of stairs is really nice.
John just went down his new stairway.
these are all raspberries.
Yeah, and there's gobs of them over here
Everything.
and all down the middle.
We came down and picked out most of the willow out of here.
Yeah, and see the pile of trash that
Most of the
Patrick and John collected when they cleaned out the raspberry bushes.
Okay.
And then they go way down there at the bottom as well, and they go way over to this side too.
And we cleaned that pile of brush up and out of them.
Yeah. And then Pete likes to play down there. Somebody's going to throw the ball, and there Pete goes to get it.
We gotta lay in
And it doesn't take her long.
Gotta do what?
Now, Dave, when she comes back, make her climb the steps. Take her long.
Gotta do what?
Now, Dave, when she comes back, make her climb the steps.
Let you swing the beer.
Tell her no if she doesn't come up the steps. She's still looking.
Pete, come on.
She's still looking.
Boy, this turned out pretty sharp, huh?
Yeah. That's all right.
Well, look who designed the head of this stairway.
Well, it's different than what I was gonna do.
The boys put the stairway in, laid it up against the hill, that is, and put an anchor plate on the bottom a couple of weeks ago. The steps came from a
Junior high school football field.
junior high school football field, and what was it? The maker
Press box.
press box. Make her climb the steps now, John.
Come here, Pete. Come on.
Pete, on the steps.
Pete,
Steps. There. Yeah, now see how easy that is, Pete? We did that just for you. How about that?
Drop it. Drop it.
That we're going to paint as soon as we finish painting the house. John's having to goof off and knock the softball out into the woods for Pete. But we've got the stuff moved back so we can paint that. And right here,
is some garden.
I'm just shooting and he's loading and I guess I have.
Nice, nice garden. And these short sections of culvert standing on end with dirt in them look like they've got flowers in them, but it's really John's strawberries that Diane has inserted some flowers in the first year when the strawberries weren't so big. But John says there'll be nothing but strawberries next year.
That was a pain though, because I had to mask all that off.
And he's got several on this side. And if we turn around to the other side of the hill, there's some more. He's got nasturtiums and daisies, and I see a squash and sweet peas. There's the airless paint spray that we're using. Kind of old and decrepit. All right, you're going to be on television, John. I tried to get John to put a board over that hole and paint it up. I guess we ought to mention on the television that this is simply a temporary coating on the temporary siding on the outside of this house. The house will eventually receive a spruce weatherboarding, horizontal spruce weatherboarding siding stain. But that it may be several years before that siding gets put on. So it was decided to paint as a temporary measure and preserve the plywood siding until the spruce can be made available, put on and finished. John, I think now you need a light cinnamon or a butterscotch or something for your trim up around the top.
That's cedar.
What is your eventual plan? To varnish it? What would be his finish on that? Just varnish?
If he wants to clear it up, he's got to use clearwood finish on it. If he wants it left gray, he could put some kind of a wet, something else on it.
John is impressed with an airless temple. He likes that. Get a little bit right below that speaker. Yeah, you're doing. The paint which is going on the house is really not paint, it's called a stain. It's a solid color stain, and that's as different from a stain which is normally transparent or semi-transparent. This is called a solid color stain, and I don't know why really it's any different than paint. It's a water-based product, and up here in Alaska, it costs, it's on sale for about $12 a gallon. It's normally about $16 a gallon. You're going to have to get on a short ladder, John, and touch up that panel on that side.
Don't get ran over, Brett. You're squished. The beginning. There's the bulldozer doing the first He's got to build his own house over here in his sandbox. Big boys are playing in the dirt. Nick is got to play in the dirt. He's finally out. Got the backhoe out, digging the hole. Talking about Papa over there, digging our new foundation by hand. What do you got there? Some big rocks?
Too big. A lot of frustration is what it is.
I come up. No, I need to work. I need to move. I work right there.
Are you a worker guy, Nicholas?
Yeah.
Well, this house isn't going anywhere, is it?
It's not down.
You have to move around. Papa.
Nicholas, where are you going?
Stuff is actually coming out of you with the car.
Just kind of shatters when you hit it?
Just get into a crack and this whole plow. Hey. That's the secret.
And Nicholas is helping Dad, huh?
It's hard work, Mom.
Yeah. It's the new addition.
Now pan around like you normally don't do.
To what?
Show them the rest of it.
Here's the hole. Right up the house. Tomorrow they're going to come and start doing the foundation for us. Just having a hairdo. See, and as soon as I get the camera out, he gets the saw out. Putting the sewer together. Looks like a fun job.
I'm right here digging.
There you are.
I'm digging.
Okay, tell me what you're doing.
Putting heat pipes in the slab.
I'm trying to.
Are you helping?
That is helping me.
Pat's helping you?
Okay, come here. Okay, grab that. There you go, you got it. Good job.
Mom,
Yeah?
I got it.
And yesterday they came and they put the gravel down and packed it and put the forms in and laid the foam in the mesh. They're hooking the heat tape to the mesh, and Monday they're supposed to pour concrete.
This is almost 6 years to the day that I poured the other side.
That's right. That's right, September.
September 14th.
Dad,
Yeah,
this one broke.
yeah, it sure did.
Oh, let me carry it up. Let me carry it up.
You taking good panorams to show the whole thing?
I am now, because I knew you were going to tell me to.
Shoot me. Come carry that up and shoot me.
I had to dig out under the house a little bit.
Here,
Beautiful fall day.
Mom. Hey,
I
Mom.
don't know, I've seen
Mom. Hey,
Yes.
I got a house right here.
You got a helicopter right there?
No. Oh no, that's a helicopter. That's a basketball.
Oh.
Later.
Are you helping them?
Yeah, I'm helping him.
This won't make two complete. We'll go for it.
Here comes the cripple.
I got the tapes in the car.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, did you get them all done?
Yeah.
Did you have any more problems with it?
No? Didn't record. It's got a little static on the recording, but pouring the concrete. Nicholas got into it. And it's as beautiful out as you can get. And the colors are great. What you doing, Nicholas?
Here we go. We're gonna write Nicholas right here.
Oh, you gotta write your name in it?
Oh, it's pretty hard.
Maybe not.
Oh yeah.
Nicholas, let Papa.
Let me do it.
Why?
Because we don't want it
It's our
all
new
messed up.
concrete in front of the house. I told Nicholas he could ride his bike on it as soon as it gets hard.
I want to ride my bike on it. Like, right now, okay, Papa?
Okay.
What doing? Hey.
Okay, here we are. This is the day that the block was laid. They got to come back and grout the bond beam. So far, so good. are you?
Hanging in there.
Pregnant. Got your floor plan all drawn up?
I think so.
Something for George to put on the computer?
I think so. Leaves are going fast.
It'll be about a week before we can backfill. So, and about a week before we can start framing anything on top of it. Got a floor drain in the middle. And I ran heat pipes in the slab so that we can heat the slab. And they're going to come back and pressure grout under the slab there. They're going to pump grout in that little opening there. Can you say hi, Nicholas? This will all be solid concrete up around the top.
Release any Xerox equipment, and you're unhappy with it during the first 3 years, Xerox will replace it, and you're the only one who decides if you're happy or not. Xerox knows when you build a better machine, you can put together a better guarantee.
John's over stealing the cement on her new edition.
Call 1-800-TXRX
In the rain.
extension 910A for all the details. Xerox, the document company.
Having fun?
People in Hannibal, Missouri are a bit suspicious of the Minnesota silk compressor. Of course, skepticism is a way of life in the Show-Me State, the home of every doubting Thomas, Dick, and Harry. But once they tasted Progresso's original Italian style
Leaves are just about gone.
Garden vegetables,
Couple of trees are all with flowers.
and frankly, they were relieved. Because even skeptics...
Nicholas is in heaven with the dirt pile.
Progresso, the best soup you've never tasted.
The customer
What
appreciation
could be more
sale at
fun?
JCPenney is coming this Friday and Saturday, and you can save from 15 to 50% off every purchase during this 2-day store-wide sale. For instance, all women's jeans fit you and your budget at 30% savings. Save
There he is, hauling gravel, manual labor. Backfilling over his tile pipe to drain the water out from if any gets down there by the house. And Nicholas is working on his own pipe. Let me see your pipe, Nicholas. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
There you can see the insulated wall, and there's 4-inch perforated drain pipe placed on the outside all the way around the perimeter of the wall in order to provide adequate drainage. I've started backfilling it here with pit run gravel. It'll be backfilled with pit run all the way around before we start piling our dirt and rock on it that came out of there. There's where the pipe will stubs out, and we'll run it all the way out to the edge of the hill there. These 4 sonotubes will be for posts. I'll pour them full of concrete.
Here's me, right here. Here.
That's 2-inch
Right
foam.
here.
You're right there?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
Nicholas has been helping me haul gravel in his wheelbarrow. There's his wheelbarrow. Okay, we'll cut it for now.
Getting it all back filled in all around the hall.
They got here about noon and got the first walls standing. Coming along.
Here we are, second floor going up. Whoops. There's John over there hauling over TGI. And Nicholas is building a cabin. We built 2 snowmen this morning with chunks of snow. Too cold to pack it together. Got 4 inches of snow and it's 25 out and beautiful, and there's Jesse working on the second floor. Here's where the stairs will go up.
Cranberry's good, don't eat. Let Mom get some for you.
The floor joist to the top floor. Windows and door framed in, but not cut out. We are from the other side of the house. It's going to stick up a long way. It's got another floor to go. There's the opening. Be a 4 by 5 foot door to get down in the basement area. Kind of hard to see. In the little bedroom, there's the door. Dan standing working on the top floor. Building the walls. Just start cutting the roof out. Don't turn him back now. There we go.
Are they putting it back together?
Not quite yet.
Why did they why did they get apart?
Hi. Hi, Pig. Hi.
Because we've got a lot of work to do up there.
I'm gonna try and put the wall up. Long ways up there, John?
Yes.
Wall. Ah! You, George.
Your wall over there won't let your end go anywhere.
George!
Yeah?
What are you doing up there?
Helping out, man.
Why?
He just did 2 seconds of work for dinner. Inside Nicholas's room, they're having a horrible time getting these wall jacks to work.
Why?
Why?
Because they need to.
Uh-huh.
They won't come down.
It's going slow.
Yep, it's going slow.
Real slow.
Real
We put the other wall up last night in 2 seconds, and this one they've been at half the morning. There it is. Going up.
And I'm down here to those.
Well, they're going to just keep pushing on them till it's standing all the way up. I see a window.
Where? I'm gonna hold it up.
What's going to hold it up?
Yeah.
They're going to nail it up.
Why?
Pretty cool, huh, Nicholas?
Yeah.
There's the other wall. I see some windows in it, too.
Yeah. You walk down this clearing and you be in a space pit in an apple.
And what else are you doing?
Also, those guys, and Jesse, and Dan.
They putting a wall up?
Yeah.
Hey, give me a smile. Are you sick today?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Fever.
A fever, yeah. That's why you're still in your jammies at 2:30 in the afternoon, huh?
I'm walking through. Standing on my phone. And it's on my bed.
Mm.
I'm standing on it.
Good.
For reservations, call 488-6611. Dinner served from 5:30 to 11 Wednesday through Sunday. Club Love, and don't forget it.
2 trucks is short.
Kidding.
Heating oil distributor that not only... And right now, let's do what no other radio station dares to do in town. Kicking out 35 minutes of continuous...
There's the boom truck with the trusses and a load of plywood he's going to put up there for us to sheet the roof. Jesse's up top somewhere, and Nicholas is watching from the bedroom window. Can see. No. Oh, do it to the other window. Long ways up there. Holy moly.
On the plate? Yep.
Oh.
Good? Yeah. How'd you crap?
Putting the trusses up. Jesse and Diane on this thing. And one child who's courting death.
Wonderful sight. Seen a chunk of wood go down 3 stories and back. Something in my head.
Got a catwalk built down the middle. Do you guys hear anything? I don't. Just a minute, Nicholas. Looking good. Looks pretty big from out here.
Okay, what I do is run it up, bring it back 1.
Hi.
There's one of our pretty pink sunsets. It was a little brighter just a minute ago, but it's fading.
Load shingles onto the bucket. And then put it up on the roof, and I think Pat and George are up on the roof unloading. How many does he put in? There's 1. Oh. It's going to turn out funny. I'm shooting through the window and the sun's over there, but John's got the screens up. 2. Oh, another one. 3.
58 degrees outside.
58. Oh, man, it's beautiful out. Nicholas and Andy are outside playing. Okay, 3 sets of shingle. That's where he runs the bucket from, over in the truck. Already had lots of frost, though. And George and Pat and Grandpa Dave are up, and they're pouring the slab out back for the Arctic entryway in the furnace room and the shed. And the guy drove. We heard a truck coming and thought he was coming up here, and then it went away. And he drove to Paul's house on top of the hill, so Paul showed him how to get over here in his pajamas. Good morning, what you doing? Playing cement? Yeah, you had to come out and help us. Hi. There's Brett with his front end loader, and they're loading the cement into that. Then he's going to back up and dump it over here for us. It's going right here. Back door, already entryway, and then a platform, and then the furnace room right in the middle, and then on the end, storage shed. Grandpa Dave and George. Water tank. And all our building junk. Supposed to get up to 70 this weekend, and it's been in the 40s, so that would be beautiful. Pete's doghouse got moved. George getting ready to work. Got it loaded up with cement. George drinking his morning coffee. Spreading it out. Comes the cement load. Nicholas! Hi! Working hard. We're going to have a little extra cement. That's what they're going to do. Step down there.
Yeah, you gotta get on it just when you go on. I'd be pulling off, George.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, damn it.
That's all.
One more pass. There's a little piece of foam sticking out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hi.
Cleaning the buckets after we take the paint out of it to recover the paint, which... Oh, hello! This is the paint mixing center.
Oh. Alright, that's where Nicholas is painting. He's got his own little painting spot there.
Yep.
You're doing a good job.
I go everywhere where I want to.
Look at that.
I Nicholas.
Yeah. Got started here. Whoa.
Nicholas.
Long ways up.
Oh, there. They're way up there.
Mm-hmm. Getting a good coat over there at the bottom of the steps. Looking good.
The noise you hear is the paint sprayer.
Are we going to have enough paint?
Yeah, looks like we're going to do just real good.
I'm making John paint the ends of the insulation sticking out of the roof up there. They were white, you know, and they looked so obvious up there. I made him paint them so they didn't look, when they're dark, they don't look so obvious.
Papa, make sure you put that in case I need paint in there again.
In there. Paint.
I'm gonna paint on my way down.
You painting the step on your ladder?
Yeah, I'm gonna paint the step on my way down.
Okay. Beautiful September day.
I'm working.
Yeah.
Slowly dry. Already drying up there.
Beautiful day out. It's been a real pretty fall with all the trees. Good wind and they'll all be gone. Still haven't frosted real hard, just that one that got the pumpkin. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm at treehouse.
Oh,
My way down on the other side.
okay.
I'm looking at treehouse.
Hitting some spots again. Looking good. Makes a big difference.
What?
Well, it doesn't look so huge and out of proportion. And
Yeah, I know.
that sprayer works fast, doesn't it? Nicholas in there painting away. So much for. Yeah? Nicholas, what are you doing?
Tear up the ground.
Are you helping Papa dig up the fuel line?
Yeah, we have food to dig up the ground.
Put in a new fuel line there into the
Yeah.
hydrogen tank.
Watch me jump over.
No, Nicholas.
Been
What's
digging
that?
a long time.
What time is it?
Nicholas,
Nine.
what are you guys doing?
Look it. See the dirt in my dump truck?
Uh-huh. What are you doing here?
Oh, wait, turn this.
What?
I'm gonna come up here.
What?
I'm gonna climb up here. I'm gonna be right here.
Okay, what?
Oh yeah, I can
What?
see it from here.
What?
I can't see in the dirt.
What are you guys working on?
Well, we're working on those. And what we're gonna put in after that?
I think this is the last beautiful day in September. Beautiful out, isn't it?
Because it is the last day.
That's right. Tomorrow's the last day, so putting in railroad ties, getting it built up there. Got all done. This is helping. George is not helping.
Hey, watch out. Move your bowl.
What? Beautiful day again. Burning some of the wood. Did frost last night. First real frost I think we've gotten. Still got flowers going though. Got the back door put in and he's working on putting a platform there so we can get that door in. Listening to the football. Been pretty good. How's it going?
Good.
Huh?
A box is when they're running.
Electrical?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're the instructor. You're carrying the electrical boxes for Papa.
We're being electricians, aren't we?
Are you guys a crew, Nicholas? You and Papa, the electrician crew?
I'm Mad and he mad.
Whose room is this?
George's.
Baby George's, and it's got heat in it. It's about 10 below out and toasty warm in here. Starting to.
Below?
I think so.
Here?
Yeah, starting to do electrical.
Is it on? And can you start lifting me, Papa?
Yep.
Can you get my hammer out?
There we go. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this with that phone.
No, can't do it with the hammer.
Good job, though, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I carry wire too.
You carry wire, too?
Show Mom your belt.
Show me your belt.
You need. So you got your marker.
Stand up and turn around so I can see it here. Oh, look at that.
Marker and your tape measure. What else you got
Wow.
in there?
Your hammer, wire.
And wire.
You got wire?
Yeah.
Where?
And here.
You do?
2 pairs.
Dude, well, that's a pretty nice belt you got there. Papa get that for you?
Yeah. I got these 2 things ready for me and Papa.
Mm.
And then you get something that's a chisel.
A chisel?
Yeah.
Right, New Year's Eve. Of course, New Year's Eve isn't quite here yet. It's New Year's Eve day. Trying to put plumbing in, huh? Oh, John, look at this. Diane, can you get all of this in the picture?
Only if I turn the camera at an angle, maybe.
Well, we'll lower it a little bit. How about that for a drill? I mean, if you got to get in a hard place to drill a hole, this'll back you up from it, so you're not exposed to all the dangers.
Putting in the plumbing for the bathroom.
Okay.
Got the waste in and most electrical. What are you reading?
This is
Shower valve.
Shower valve. We need
Oh.
to know something about the shower valve before we put it in.
Probably ought to mount it before we.
Yeah. And do you mount it to the fiberglass or do you mount it to
Yes.
the wood frame?
Fiberglass.
Oh, they say you can do that. Okay.
John's even got the directions out.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's desperate when you get the instructions out and read them.
Nicholas's room, we moved the closet over there.
How high you want the shower valve?
Grandpa's been up the last 2 days helping and got all that electrical in.
Oh, the kids. This is a kid's bathroom.
And the bathroom, we
It says here 32 inches.
moved the wall all the
for a
way to the
shower
back,
tub.
so we moved the shower
45 to
back
48 for a shower.
and put in a little closet there, and there's a lot
This
more
is
room in
supposed
there.
to be flush with the stud face, but they didn't plan for you to have this.
Right.
So what you do
And
is
George's room. There's our table of goodies. Here we are upstairs in the family room, and this is what Nicholas has been doing. It's his new train set and his new Ramagans he built the bridge out of, and he's got his tools up here, and in that box is all his trucks. And a lot of room for that up here now. Got all the wiring done, light switches in, all sorts of stuff. Got the stubs up back there for the baseboard. So in this room, just about ready for sheetrock. Put up a little gate here to railing so Nicholas wouldn't tumble down the steps by accident. And right there is where the door will go into Nicholas's room.
And that's shower.
Lots of wiring in the walls, plumbing for the heat.
And got about 100 sheets of sheetrock to haul inside. There it is back there, as a matter of fact. Big pile of sheetrock. Here's the new back porch. They'll be right outside the kids' bedrooms. The door's even got a window in it. And when you walk in, it's hard to see details right now, but because the walls aren't sheetrock, you see right through them. This will be a bathroom right inside the door here. There's the tub that's in there. There's a linen closet right there. Take some detailed shots here of some of the electrical and plumbing that's going to be buried. Here's all the drain. Everything goes right through the roof. There's a 3-inch exhaust duct from the bathroom fan. Here's a look at some of the material on the walls. I strapped all the walls with an inch of foam, Armax foam on the inside. That will be a window eventually when it gets cut out. The walls are strapped on 2-inch centers. There's a closet. Here's the back of the tub, which will be closed in. There's some of the waste and supply plumbing. The hot water line is insulated, so it looks similar to the sewer line. There's the door that I just walked in. Okay, I'm walking out of the door of what will be Nicholas's bedroom into the hallway. On the left here will be the bathroom, which we just saw. The next room, before you come to the steps, will be George's bedroom. There'll be a window over there. That'll be a built-in chest of drawers, and then a nice big closet right there. Come out, you'll go upstairs. It's quite the maze of wires in here. I've got a ladder at the top of the steps right now, and I've got part of the wall cut out where the hallway will be. On the other side of that wall is currently Nicholas's closet in his bedroom, so that will get cut out. There's the window into Nicholas's bedroom. That will come out. And here's the family room. Nice big picture window over there. It has a vaulted ceiling, all strapped. There'll be a cabana fan right there. A couple of windows on that side. That being the east side. Not much view against the hill there. Here we are looking back at the existing house. Looking over at the stairs. Kind of a makeshift railing right now. And there's, looks like switch central there. Quite a maze of wires coming up through the floor and around the studs and up onto the ceiling. lot of that wiring goes down there too. Got nailers in the corners for all the sheetrock. Here's a view from the other end of the room toward the house. 2 windows. There we go. But where we're at so far on this January 13th. One of the copper pipes that'll be buried in the wall for the heat on this second floor. Okay, as you come down the steps, George's bedroom will be here on the right, then the bathroom, and then Nicholas's bedroom. And here's a more or less a fire escape door there. I'll give you a shot of the basement. This will be a closet, but right now, since it's open to downstairs, I have a ladder set up so you can gain access down into the basement. There's some of the handy plumbing and wiring. Quite a nightmare there. Now, if you were to go straight in this way, there's the garage. A couple of rigs in it. The boiler room, which is currently being made bigger. And this will be an Arctic entryway. Then you go through here and down into the basement. Need to show you a little bit right here. There's my raceway for my electrical and antenna and heat and water, thermostat wires. But right here, if you pull this panel off of this wall here, if you remember, we drilled through this panel right here to run one of the zones, and I continued with that process and put the hot and cold with the hot and cold circulating. There's 2 3/4 and 1/2 inch line there. The 2 3/4 are the hot and cold, and the 1/2 inch is the hot return, and it'll run up inside that wall there and come out up on top. Soon to be covered up by sheetrock. Now here we are in the basement. I haven't done as much down here as I have on the rest of the place. There's the waste plumbing that was installed. Here's my hot and cold, or that's my hot supply and return, and there's my cold to the bathroom. And they'll come over and look at this bank of copper. And I stubbed down a supply for a washing machine, or a sink, or whatever might need to be put down here. But this is where I ran them. The one that you and I installed, Dad, is the one that goes upstairs, and then I came back and put these other 3 in after you left, which makes a bank of 4 going across there. The one we installed continues on across. There's some of the electrical in there too. There's my panel. See, that area there is pretty stuffed. And here's my temporary heat for the time being. It's a unit heater plumbed with plastic over to the boiler room, set up on a thermostat which is upstairs. If it gets cold upstairs, it turns on the heat down here, and hopefully the heat circulates to the top floor. And eventually, what I'm trying to show you here is the pipes going down into, whoa, that's a fluorescent tube that I don't want broken. Trying to show you the heat pipes that are down in the concrete slab. Eventually this unit heater will be disconnected and taken out of here, and all my heat will run down through the concrete slab. See, I can show you a better view from over here, maybe. Possibly. There they are. You go down into the concrete. And there's the unit heater that is currently producing the heat. It was a little easier to hook up than the concrete slab, so that's the route I went. There's my rack for my nails and screws and everything else. It's about half full right now. I have more to put in it. Here's some of the foam sheeting that you see currently on the walls. There it is. Comes in 4x8 sheets and is very, very easy to work with. Cuts with a zip. Has foil faced or foil backing on both faces. 4x8 sheets. It comes in 3/4, 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 2 inch thick. Over there will be eventually a door big enough to ride a snow machine through, so I can bring snow machines down in here to work on them. And there's my work table with a lot of my tools and hardware and whatnot. Alrighty, and I think that's about it.
Sanded. Yay. The tape and putty getting done. This room doesn't have too much, just the top half of the walls. John's been putting in baseboard today. Getting close. It's about time to go look at carpet. Tape and putty and sanding's the fun part. Here, let me out of here before you start.
Yeah.
Looking good.
What's next?
You have experienced this, don't you?
Yeah, too much.
There's a light. Oh, you got the light on in the closet? Other side. There you go. Yep, just about ready, huh? Getting close.
One more coat, I think.
Yeah. Working on the baseboard. Almost ready to crank up, he says. Sure looks different, all taped and puttied. Thing might be ready to paint next week? All right.
In
Show me.
my bedroom, in my closet.
What is that? Show me it, honey. Go over there by it and show it to me. What is it?
Hallway.
Where'd that go?
In an addition.
Into the addition? There it is.
I want to get a picture.
Oh, okay. Hey, you're recording. Can you see your train picture?
Yeah. I want to take it.
Gotta try and hold it real still. Say this is the first time you ever took a picture with the video camera?
This is the first time I took a video with the video camera.
Okay, you want to take a picture of that hole?
Yeah.
Can you see the hole through the camera?
Let's get it.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
All right, now turn it off. Push the red button again. What are you doing, Nicholas?
Hang on with it.
Are you?
Go ahead. Tear it up.
Trying to knock the door out?
Yeah.
There you go.
Good job.
Papa got that plant up for nothing. Down. Pop, look out.
Hard.
There you go.
Put 2 hands down at the bottom. There you go.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Ooh, that was cool. You made a big one.
All right.
I can look. Who's down there?
That must be the one that goes down to the garage.
Nicholas, what are you doing? Tell me. Are you helping Papa?
Yeah, you can tear into a wall. Which one do you want to tear into? Go for it.
Not the back wall, though, right? No, Nicholas, tear into this one right here so I can watch it.
This one?
Yeah.
Just don't hit it.
Here we are. I got Steve working. Doing the job he likes best, painting little spots. Put the first coat of paint on over the sealer. Should be George's job, right?
Yep. But we can't wait for George.
What do you think, George?
I'm afraid that this might take 2 times. This, I think the roller will do 1, but this may take 2. Just because it's so simple.
Here's the bathroom. Paint it, ceiling next, and the rest is wallpaper. And here is Joan.
Oh man, there ain't much color difference, is there?
There's Nicholas.
Get down.
Tape it. There we go. That's where the hall's going to be. Nicholas is having a great time.
He's got 2
Go up there and see. 6. And we've gotten a lot done since the last time we took some video. I'm standing in the old hallway of the house. There's the kitchen and the dining room, and what a mess. Let me show you this. Where our son has been sleeping. Is this your bedroom, Nicholas? Is this your bedroom now? Yeah. Pretty silly, huh? Yeah. This is the new hall. A little more, like one more top coat on the tape and putty. This is Nicholas's old bedroom. The closet, the windows puttied in. We're going to lay new carpet and repaint it and put some wallpaper in. And John's cleaning up. We're going to do a little more work tonight. Family room. I got the windows put in today. Pretty nice. And we've been getting lots of work done down here. It's all painted. George painted all this. Looks really nice. Oh, there we go. Baby George is helping. This is George's room. And we put the wallpaper up last night. We got done with that at 1:30 in the morning. And the windows, they put them in today. Look great. And that's where our dresser will go in eventually, in the closet. It's already got a shelf and rod in it. Working hard. Hi, George. Are you helping? Wallpaper turned out great. I think it looks real nice. Yep. That's the door outside, and Nicholas's room, and this is the bathroom. We're going to wallpaper tonight. I got the primer on the walls. And start that here in about a half hour. And Nicholas's room, the windows, his closet, and his wallpaper. Turned out really good too. Nice big window, looks west, has a real nice view. Get the late day sun. And after we get the wallpaper in the bathroom, then we put down linoleum carpet. I'm gonna go pick that up tomorrow. Cleaning up, a never-ending job.
Hey, Mom.
You out for the highway?
Yeah. Later. Man, that's a bright light. Stand in front of that light. There you go.
Taking my way through another one.
All right. Catch you later.
Take care, Bob Vila.
Yeah.
The how-to.
This new
It's gonna spackle the spots that have been retaped and putty. Okay, go give it to Papa. How's it working?
Excellent.
Nick, go give it to him.
Thanks. I'm not sure this stuff is kind of drippy here. Wasn't doing it right.
Well, John, leave it. Look at the other. Look at our spackle that's there. Oh, so if you make a mistake, it comes right off, huh?
Well,
Great. What are you doing, Nicholas?
Looking for nail holes.
Looking for nail holes. How come?
he's quality control.
What are you doing, John?
Hanging wood. How's the quality, Nicholas? He's the inspector.
Pretty good to me.
Honey?
What you got there? Frosty?
Yeah, lost in the snowman.
Pete helping?
Nope.
There's the pile of wood that's got to go up. And there's John's railing. And the wallpaper's up. And the wood is next. And then the wall wood, then the carpet, then the window. Still lots to go. What you eating?
Candy. Here's one guy. We got no.
Mm-hmm. Are you helping Papa?
But not that.